welcome back to Absolutely. My name is Benny, that is Husset, and that is Sal, and we are from Comic Story and Comic Pop and Bad Days. Today we're going to be talking about Andrew Garfield in the Venom movie. What? How? Maybe? We're going to find out. But today's episode is brought to you by This Hot Sauce Is, which is literally a hot sauce that I have made. It's called Hatch and Jalapeno. You go to the website, thishotsauceis.com, or you click the link down below if you want to support us. Get yourself our first batch of hot sauce. It is a mild hot sauce. It has 0 calories in it. Basically, it's so low that it's at that level. It's whiskey-infused hot sauce. It is FDA approved, a veteran-owned company. Please consider helping us out and getting this off the ground by checking out thishotsauceis.com. All right, what do you guys think about Andrew Garfield showing up in Venom?
I mean, please, this is all, by the way, he's not, but, they're shooting Venom now, Venom 3, and, obviously, if we want a Spider-Man to end up in the Venom universe, it should be Andrew Garfield. I say yes, please, for the love of God. Because I think that they're really pushing I think that, Sony thinks it's a foregone conclusion that Tom Holland is going to be the Spider-Man that fights Venom in this universe, and I'm not here for it in such a profound way.
Well, I mean, okay, Venom 3.
Yes.
Let's start here.
Venom 3.
I'm going to throw this out because I want to get your opinion on this, Hassan. Do we think this is most likely going to be the last Venom movie? Very few things go beyond 3 movies, and when they do, we get Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, we're not getting Venom 5.
Thor: Love and Thunder broke my heart. That movie broke my heart.
Do we think that this is going to be the one where they finally reveal Peter Parker in this universe? Be it he's fighting Venom or he's going to be in the movie?
No. I mean, ideally, yes, but what has Sony ever done that is ideal? I'll die on the hill that Sony, outside of Spider-Verse, which is crazy that movie was ever created because it is so out of their wheelhouse because all they do is own property, disrespect property, rinse, repeat.
Yes.
Someone comes up with a good idea, Avi Arad comes up with a bad idea. They do what Avi says because for the rest of his life, that's his shtick, man. His legacy is being the guy who ruined Spider-Man, not any of the probably cool things he did in between during his career.
Mm-hmm.
That's their thing. Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man actor. Not to say that he's my favorite Spider-Man. Tom Holland embodies the character in a really fun way. Andrew Garfield is an Oscar-worthy contender, an actor. He makes Spider-Man cinema in so many different ways, and obviously his movies aren't the best ever. They're not. Mm-hmm. But there's little moments in them that shine brighter than a lot of the other things that we've gotten. He's amazing. He only came back to the Spider-Man franchise because Kevin Feige was the creative director. He came back because it was a Marvel Cinematic Universe project where he was going to be taken care of. For those of you who don't know, the reason Spider-Man's in the MCU is because of North Korea. Let me explain. Mm-hmm. There was a movie from Sony coming out called The Interview, and that caused good old North Korea to not be happy, interviews about Kim Jong-un, and they hacked Sony. They leaked a bunch of emails, they leaked a bunch of files that led to showing that they had no direction of Spider-Man. It also leaked the fact that Andrew Garfield was fired. He didn't show up to creative meetings because he was so frustrated by his treatment during Spider-Man 2, during the treatment of his cast during Spider-Man 2, during the treatment of the film. So he decided he wouldn't come back. And then because of that, they brokered the Kevin Feige deal immediately following that, and we had Spider-Man in Civil War within a year. So that's how all of that happened. So Andrew Garfield's an integral part.
That movie was hilarious, by the way. The
movie's so
I never
funny,
saw it.
dude. Randall Park is one of my favorite actors. It's so funny. But that's how we got Spider-Man in the MCU. There was a time where Andrew Garfield was going to be MCU Spider-Man. That was the thing that was talked about. He came back because he said he only wants to do movies that service characters. Do you think Venom 3 could possibly service Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man?
You're right. Andrew Garfield does not need Venom 3.
There is a theory. It's a fan theory, because bear in mind, all of this is fan theories right now.
Naturally.
Venom 3 is not going to do anything other than imply Peter Parker. Spider-Man 4 is going to be the Venom versus Peter battle.
Right. Ugh.
No, you don't like any one of these prospects now?
I don't want that. Look, I want to see Spider-Man fight Venom. I thought, or at least that's what I thought when I saw Spider-Man 3. And it was
when we get
so
if we do
horrible.
Spider-Man 4 route, that means that Tom Hardy is going to imply Tom Holland, and that would be our battle.
Right, why?
If we go that route.
Why? But why? He's already had 3 movies where he's essentially the hero. and now he's going to fight Spider-Man. Why? Because there has to be a misunderstanding, or they have to undo all the work of the last 3 Venom movies. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing there for me. Also, you have to square the circle of the universes that they're in, which means that the Spider-Man movie has to be an interdimensional Spider-Man movie, which, look, I know that interdimensional Spider-Man movies win Oscars and are everyone's favorite Spider-Man movies. Like, everyone's like, my favorite Spider-Man movies are as follows: Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and No Way Home, and then that's it. And it's like, look, Sony listens to you, they know it. And the fact
They
is,
put Morbius back in theaters.
yeah, they re-released Morbius. Like, that shows they listen to you. And but like, all I want,
The only company that actually listens to the Twitter mob.
yeah, all I want is for Spider-Man to like fight purse snatchers, drug dealers, and maybe one costumed villain who isn't multiversal or could blow up the sun. You know, I just want to see like Spider-Man maybe like get into a thing with like Black Cat and some other girl. These are the movies I want to see because these are the comic books I want to read.
I feel like I got to give you my complaints about Spider-Man 2, the video game, after this then, because, oh, my God.
Don't talk
I got
about that video game.
Yeah.
Good. We got after this, not this.
A roof? Another roof? Have you guys seen that scene?
No.
Oh, you're talking about Spider-Man 2. I was thinking Spider-Man 2, the Sam Raimi movie release games. And there's a scene where Tobey Maguire is saving a girl from a rooftop. He goes, I actually left my bag on another rooftop. He goes, another rooftop? Different from this one? And Tobey Maguire's like reading on the line is crazy. Yeah, guys, Andrew Garfield's great. The best time to give him the symbiote was going to be after the death of Gwen.
Yeah.
But through No Way Home, he has entirely resolved that arc. Feels bad to give him this.
Yeah.
Feels real bad. And also, a Venom that has all of the form, barring the logo, without ever having seen Spider-Man is a crazy concept. I think that's real dumb. I like Venom looking like Spider-Man because he bonded with Peter first, or looking like Spider-Man in the Spider-Man game. Soft spoilers, been out for a couple weeks. Harry Osborn is the Venom in that movie, or in that game. And the earlier part of the game, he looks like Agent Venom, he looks like Spider-Man, but it's still because he's looking at Spider-Man. You don't just manifest Spider-Man eyes and weird white thick veins instead of webs or whatever.
Yeah.
I really hate Venom, guys. I hate Venom. I thought it was dumb. I was very
like Venom a
angry
lot.
people went to go see the first Venom movie in theaters. No, I like the character.
Me too.
I love
Yeah.
the movie. I
hate
love
the
both
movie.
movies. So ha ha.
No, I hate those movies.
No,
Yeah.
the movies are great because
first
they
one-
suck.
Arm's length better than the second one. I don't think the second one's terrible, but it's such a
Second
waste
one's a
of half the
disaster.
characters.
The
Yeah.
issue fundamentally is
Woody Harrelson is Carnage, and we're just like, no, we
Okay.
don't need that. Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
because he
wait,
would have been a
not
great
even good.
Carnage in 1996.
he would have been. He would have been. You just take the character out of the lore, and it has decent lore. Like, I think Venom's a decent story. I know Sam Raimi hates it and some people hate it, but I grew up on Venom. I think Venom's awesome. I don't like the same reason I don't like the Joker movie. I don't like that concept.
Here's the problem with Venom 3. What the hell are they going to do with that?
Exactly.
He's gonna
Most
get
of
the girl
Venom's
back, right?
plots are wrapped around some kind of Spider-Man plot.
Yeah.
Venom recently got broken out of that with all the Donny Cates King in Black, the history of the Venoms, the symbiote planet, the Vietnam Venoms. Like, he added so much to the lore. But
Yeah.
before that, your main Venom was Agent Venom.
Yeah.
And Agent Venom pretty much fought all the D-list villains of the Marvel Universe. Like, he didn't do anything. I love Agent Venom, but his biggest villain was Jack-O-Lantern.
Right.
Like,
Well, now here's my question to you: what if the first half of the movie is Agent Venom? We retcon that Eddie Brock used to be in Special Forces, and that's why he's in any way like in shape, or maybe he just signs up for it. You know, and so we see the Agent Venom suit, and he has a bunch of like overseas missions, and we find out that like they're like, this is the lethal protector we're trying to be, and they're like, no, that's not what I wanted. You know, I want to be more like that guy I saw on TV in another universe. And then and then before they can like square that circle, there's a null invasion.
well, see, the problem is you can't use most of the Venom lore that has been established. When he becomes Space Knight for a whole period, can't use that because that's owned by a whole bunch of other things. And Sony does not have Space Knight ROM.
No, they don't. But he can go to space. He
Go
could
to
fight
space, but
aliens.
then what are you going to do with that? You know what I mean?
Nothing,
Like, are you gonna-
nothing interesting. But like he fought Carnage, and that sucked too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we've already done Carnage. where do we go from here? Are we going to put Lasher in? I thought Lasher was the first movie. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to put in Scream? Like, what are we going to do with this?
And that was Riot. Riot was the first one.
Right. Oh, that's right. Okay.
No, it's got to be
But
Phage.
I'm saying is all the other symbiotes suck.
Yes.
They're all great for one-off appearances. The only thing I can think of, anti-venom. You do
Right.
some lame reason anti-venom exists.
What if it's his son?
His son becomes anti-venom?
Like, well, what if they like reveal like Eddie has a son, and then
Okay.
he gets a symbiote and he's got to fight his
So
own son.
Dylan?
Yeah, it's Dylan.
So we just pull Dylan in.
Yeah, we pull in Dylan and he fights Dylan, or Dylan and he fight Null or something. I mean, these are the stories they have access to.
Here's
the
what
only
they're going to do. You guys are acting like they pull from comic book stories at all. In this
Right.
thing. Here's
No.
what it's going to be. Let's
New
do it
Venom.
Mad Lib style, right?
yeah.
So Eddie and Venom, they're not talking. Why? They had a fight. We're not going to tell the audience as to why. Right?
Okay.
Not
We'll
till
reveal
later.
it by
We'll
the end
find
of the movie.
out- yeah.
Okay.
Great.
And then Eddie's he's upset. He goes to the military, right?
Yeah.
And Venom, where does Venom go? Venom bonds with a Times Square Elmo, and he fights crime as Times Square Elmo Venom. And then Eddie comes back and, Asian Venom? No. It's going to be regular Venom. That they're not going to believe that. And then they're going to beat Morbius. They're going to beat up Morbius in the streets, and it's going to be awesome. And then we're going to reveal at the end, closing scene, I'm sorry we ever fought. Oh, yeah, I'm
Right.
sorry I ate your Kung Pao chicken from the fridge. It was
Right.
important to me.
I mean,
And then
if they fight Morbius, that'd be
post-credit
okay.
scene, young Peter Parker.
Yeah. Right. Young Peter Parker. I mean, I would see them fighting Morbius. That would be something I'd be like, all right.
Beating up Jared Leto. I think everyone wants that right now.
Yeah, seriously. Please. Yeah.
All right, but I don't think there's much else to go. Venom 3, so I wish they would just reveal some kind of a plot point just so we can know what we're working with here.
Agreed.
Because at this point, we're speculating Spider-Man and Venom 3 or Venom and Spider-Man 4. How is that even going to work?
Yeah.
And for the record, if they did a Venom versus Spider-Man in Spider-Man 4 thing, it would have to be classic superhero bullshit of they both want to get a goal, so because Venom looks creepy, they end up fighting, and they fight for half the movie, and then they team up against the final villain. It
Naturally.
would be that story is what it would be.
Yeah.
Here's my pitch. Don't tell anybody anything. Don't market the movie. Don't release it.
Yeah. Take that money and put it into, like, cancer research.
What if
Hey-
Kraven turns out to be good, and then Kraven fights Venom?
What
If-
if, dude?
If Kraven hunted Venom in that movie, that'd be something to watch. But even
There you
then,
go.
they're not going to do that.
So, all
I
right,
would
guys.
I would give you every penny I have if Craven is good. It's gonna be a bad movie.
There's no
Oh,
way it's
It
gonna be
looks horrendous.
It does-
good. Yeah. No,
It
we know.
looks like if you wouldn't name it Kraven and you wouldn't tie it to the Sonyverse, it would be okay.
Yeah.
Like it'd be interesting.
Yeah, but the only reason anyone's going to go see it is because it's Kraven. And
Right.
even then, not because they love Kraven, but because they're like, this is part of that Spider-Man stuff, right?
Which is what they're hoping for. And then
Yeah.
we're all going to see it and be like, this is terrible, because when you try to tie it into Spider-Man, it's terrible.
Yep.
But it's like Morbius. I mean, I haven't even seen Morbius yet, but from what I've heard, if it didn't say Morbius
it's-
and they
it's
didn't tie
horrendous.
it into anything, it's just a
It ties
subpar
into Venom a
vampire
little
movie.
bit.
Yeah.
Like, he
says
knows who
we are
Venom
in
is.
it.
Yeah.
He knows who Venom is for sure.
Yeah.
But it's a dumb movie. People really like Aaron Taylor Johnson right now. Like, he's getting a resurgence, but I don't even think his
Star
post-Bullet
power.
Train hot man. Well, because he
Bullet
looks
Train is great.
horrible. He looks actually horrible as Kraven, which is crazy because he looks more like Kraven in a suit and the mustache and Bullet Train with like how big and built he looks. And Venom, or not Venom, and Kraven, he looks terrible, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That movie looks bad.
I agree.
So, all right, guys, we're going to wrap up today's discussion on Venom 3. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Benny. That is Sal. That is Hassan. Check us out by going to Comic Storian, Comic Pop, or Bad Days, or like and subscribe right here to Absolutely for nearly daily discussions on current rumors and scenes going on in the MCU and the DCEU. Also, if you want to support us further, go to What This Hot Sauce Is and help us get this hot sauce off the ground. This hot sauce is. That is the brand. This is the flavor is Hatchin' Jalapeno. We'd love to have you guys be a part of our hot sauce family. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time right here.